Hey Capricorn, welcome to your weekly reading for March 21st to March 27th. Let's see what we have. Oh, there we go. Darkness. Okay. So I was kind of picking up on mother. So I feel like obviously that's not going to resonate for everybody, but that was coming in pretty strongly. So maybe some of you may be focusing in on your relationship with your mother, or just things that you may have adopted from your mother, or just this, or even needing to mother yourself is what I'm hearing. So maybe some of you are needing to mother yourself. There's something here that's healing within the either a mother wound or something having to do with a mother. So I'm going to leave that there because I think that maybe that'll resonate just differently for different people. So that seems to be something that may come up this week. It may kind of just something may remind you of your mother, or something that you may be seeing in a different perspective, or understanding something in a different perspective. And I feel like it also has something to do with this darkness card. I'm getting this feeling that there is a releasing of maybe some distractions or some things that may have been, it's almost like clearing of confusion or clearing of, I'm hearing the word debris. And I almost kind of feel like this is a little bit hard to explain what I'm seeing, but it's almost as if around the core or the root of some kind of truth has been shrouded in distractions, almost. Like we think that it's like getting to the bottom of something is kind of what I'm seeing here with the darkness. It's like getting to the root or the bottom of something, and that being illuminated and knowing deep within our soul that this is the path that I need to walk down. It's there's something that's going to come up here for you, and it may be an insight or some kind of almost kind of being led down a rabbit hole. And it's really interesting that there's a rabbit in front of the card here, but it's almost like going down the rabbit hole of something. But I feel as though that path, it's almost like you're going to get curious about something. You're going to chase your curiosity. And I feel like this darkness is not about necessarily feeling like you're in darkness. I feel like this is more about exploring the unknown and exploring something new within your own life, something you may not have seen or something that may have been hidden from you. And it's going to lead to growth. It's going to lead to expansion. And it's going to uncover something that has been maybe a mystery to you. Maybe there have been bits and pieces that you were able to piece together that kind of make sense. But I feel as though you are on a journey to have a more clear picture about something in your life. So I do see that coming up here for some of you. Let's get into your tarot here. What do we have coming up for Capricorn, 21st to the 27th? Okay, so I'm kind of seeing here that there may be something about relationships in general, or a specific relationship, that it's almost as if there is a really big healing that's actually happening here with the Tower in the middle between the Two of Cups and the Three of Swords. There are old paradigms and beliefs that are starting to dismantle or have already started to dismantle. But I feel for you, Capricorn, there may be some really big illumination or insight into the truth of some kind of connection. And I feel like that connection far reaches just two people. I feel like it has, like, for example, if we go back to this darkness card, and they're kind of showing me if you resonated with the message of connecting with something about your mother. So there may be some kind of deeper root or core wound about something, and how that trickled into maybe some connections or relationships that we've had later on in life. And so as this heals, this also heals. So it's kind of like when this dismantles and we see the reality or the truth about some kind of core wound, everything that was built on top of that core wound will also be illuminated and no longer resonate. Those relationships or those dynamics may have resulted in heartbreak or betrayal, some kind of painful experience. So there's a really big uncovering here, and it's dismantling things that were built upon, maybe certain circumstances or programming or experiences that may have not been in total alignment, but was there to obviously like teach us a lesson, something like that. So there's something bigger on a bigger scale kind of happening that encompasses everything rather than just one kind of experience with one person. I feel like everything is just really connected, and you're connecting the dots about a lot of things and experiences, even the things that seem kind of unrelated to each other. You're starting to see how they're starting to relate to each other. So it's almost like you're seeing the map. You're seeing like the bigger picture or the map of everything so far, and maybe even where you're headed. Okay. So 2 of Cups, we have the 10 of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups. I feel like this is also about community with the 3 of Cups here and the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like there's something here about, even like some of the connections that we choose to have or the connections that we have with others, how much that was based off of community and what the community wanted or how we fit into our community or society. There's something here about that. What do we need to know about this? The 3 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, and 2 of Cups. Maybe some of you are breaking away from... Yeah, it's like you're understanding something. You're seeing how, because with the Page of Swords, where this is observing, this is watching, this is kind of seeing how some things... You're coming into like a deeper understanding of your connection, maybe with the people around you, maybe your family, where you grew up or how you grew up, or even the family that we are connected to now, like the family we've built for ourselves. There's like a deeper understanding or a deeper knowledge about something that you're noticing. Maybe there's like an awakening that's happening for you this week about that, like kind of looking around you and seeing where you fit. And maybe some of you are starting to feel like you don't fit somewhere or something is not resonating with you anymore. Because we do have the Tower card. So there is some change happening there, but you're also seeing how something just doesn't fit. There may be more of like a boldness that's coming through to you where you're boldly embracing an inner truth. To know about the Page of Swords. What are we understanding? Four of Cups, Knight of Wands, and the Fool. Okay, so I feel like it's like you're going to be in meditation mode. You're going to be to yourself because you're processing something. You're processing through something. You're also maybe kind of keeping some observations or some knowledge to yourself. I feel like you are trying to make a decision. You're trying to shield. Also, you're in a very protective mode this week as well. Like you're kind of protecting your energy from other people, perhaps practicing discernment. Not really needing to sort through something on your own before you really kind of share anything with anyone else. You might be really in your mind and in your emotions a lot this month, but I feel like there's a breakthrough. I feel like you're on the verge of a breakthrough of some kind of understanding or some kind of growth, like spiritual growth, inner growth within yourself. Because I really like how we have the Knight of Wands and the Fool. So with the Knight of Wands and the Fool, it feels like through this process of, going within and trying to piece together something that you're noticing or you're kind of observing around you, you're going to have some kind of breakthrough into a path that you want. I feel like there's some kind of passion or there's some kind of path that's going to kind of show up for you, and you're going to be really curious and very excited. You may be even kind of feeling like you're taking a risk a bit. It may kind of feel like I'm not really thinking this through a whole lot, but I just kind of feel really called to go in this direction. So I really feel like you're going to be leading with your heart this week, really following your heart and taking a leap of faith, even if something kind of feels normally, it may even be something that you're doing a bit out of character, something that you would think you're doing out of character, but something will feel right, where you're not going to feel the need to overthink it or kind of analyze it too much. I feel like you're just going to follow your heart and take a leap of faith here into a new path. There's something exciting that's, at the least, I feel like it's going to be curious. It's going to make you curious, or you're going to want to explore it in some form or another. So let's look into the Tower here. Yeah, so we're coming out of this with a lot of wisdom, and we're going into something new with a lot of wisdom as well. But a very, very protective energy. This one went flying across the room. Give me 2 seconds here. Let me go grab that. Oh, wow. Look at that. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah. So really making your own decisions and choices about something. I feel like there's I'm hearing the word autonomy. So having like this sense of autonomy over your own energy, your own space. I feel like there may be kind of breaking away even from some collective energy or some collective group, maybe some people that are around you that just don't resonate or don't see things in the same light that you may see them. You're really separating yourself from something. And now that I say the word separation, I kind of feel like that was a message for you last week as well. That's kind of coming back to me, that I remember saying that word separate. So you are breaking away from some kind of something old, something that is no longer fitting or serving you. And I love how we have the 9 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. So we're kind of setting our boundaries here. We're shielding our energy, and we're going towards our happiness. We're going towards our independence. We're creating something, building something. You're definitely on a new path. I don't feel like this Tower card is a negative thing. I'm not seeing it being traumatic or anything like that. It just feels like there's something that's you're done with, or something that's coming to a close. Some kind of cycle or pattern. And that's a very common theme right now. Many people are going through these endings of cycles and patterns. And so whatever is the ending for you, it's the end to that. It's a change. It's a needed change. I feel like there's something kind of stagnant that we've outgrown, something that just doesn't really resonate or fit any longer. What do I need to know about the 9 of Pentacles for Capricorn? Oh, wow. Look at that. So healing a sense of lack, healing missed opportunities, finding the right thing, like finding where we belong with the 5 of Pentacles. Because I feel like maybe for some of you, you may have felt like being a part of some kind of group dynamic, or being a part of something has like adopting their beliefs, adopting other people's, like maybe our family, or where we grew up, or the community that we grew up in, having to take that on may have taken us away from something that is truly authentic to us. Like we had to disown a part of us in order to be a part of something else. And now I feel like you're reversing the role. So you may be stepping away from that group or collective or dynamic or belief system or thought form, however that resonates. Or setting your boundaries with that, because you're also seeing how it wasn't really something sustainable for you, because it always maybe made you feel like something was missing, something was not quite right, or we weren't able to like manifest the full potential of the things that we really wanted to create for ourselves. There's always kind of there's something missing. Like even if there was a lot of other accomplishments that we were able to have, there was that one thing that still didn't kind of entirely click. And now I feel like you're kind of figuring out what that is. You're seeing that there's this understanding that's coming in here for you, and you're seeing that, and you're setting your boundaries. It's kind of like you're taking that wisdom and you're learning to, you kind of you're finding where your nectar is, and you are going in that direction, and it's healing any kind of sense of being left out essentially in the cold. What else about the Five of Pentacles? Yeah, Six of Cups. So maybe something from childhood, again, with the Six of Cups, nostalgia, looking back at the past. Really inspecting the past. I feel like you're studying it. You're studying the past. You're kind of watching. Maybe some of you are in meditation and kind of going back into your childhood, going back into the past, and seeing something from a different perspective, seeing something from a bird's eye view. Yeah. And then wanting to change, wanting to kind of find some kind of balance, like balancing out where there may have been an imbalance. Oh, wow. Look, so I love that. We have the Nine of Pentacles and Nine of Cups. So, and then we have the Death card. So transforming, you're deeply transforming something that may have been, difficult to really overcome or get through. It kind of feels like there's a foundational, like something that's been ingrained or something that's been kind of rooted deep into our psyche or rooted deep into our subconscious minds, whatever it is. It's like, I can feel it. There's like this heavy weight to it because there's this, it feels like it carries like this story with it, this long, almost like it could even be a generational thing. It could be something that we just kind of pass on, and it's never been uprooted. And so it just keeps getting passed on. But now I feel like there's a transformation there happening. There's something changing here. So yeah, Seven of Pentacles. So kind of seeing like where we're at right now and seeing where we want to go from there is what it feels like. You're kind of noticing how far you've come, and it's almost like you're at this, you're at this junction. The path is veering off and in two different directions, and you're at this place assessing where I want to go from here. But I see you choosing yourself. You're choosing yourself. You're choosing what feels good for you. Yeah, you're following your heart here. Okay. Three of Swords. I'm hearing the word self-sacrifice with the Three of Swords. Oh, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, so it's like not getting the opportunity to nurture yourself or nurture something of your own. See, the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is a very independent card. She takes care of herself. She nurtures the things that is important to her. But with it reversed, and then right before it fell out, I heard the word self-sacrifice. So it's kind of like needing to, again, disown or sacrifice a part of ourselves that for something else. But what happened there is that when we did that, we ended up feeling a sense of lack, or feeling kind of like we didn't get something that we really wanted, or something that we really maybe even needed, like an essential need of ours was not met. And we're seeing how much that may have caused, some imbalances. And so now there's something kind of coming back into balance as you're healing this. What else do we need to know about the Queen of Pentacles reversed here? maybe even like holding ourselves back from something that we really wanted. See, I love this. The Knight of Cups, we're healing that. You're reclaiming your life, like you're reclaiming your power. You're looking back and seeing where we might have let go of our power, disowned it, may have where the root causes, and you're giving yourself like this second chance. You're giving yourself your life back. You are chasing after your passions. You're following your heart. You're bringing yourself back to life. I mean, this is beautiful. I love that we have the Knight of Cups sitting on top of the Queen of Pentacles reversed and the Three of Swords. This is healing for you. You know, this is kind of what has happened for you. And you are giving yourself that second chance. You're bringing something back for yourself. Wherever we didn't get to nurture something, grow something, like wherever there were missed opportunities, there's something coming in here for you through you seeing into the darkness, seeing clearly something deeper within yourself that may have caused this pattern. You are uprooting it and then giving yourself that second chance. So there's something coming back around here for you. King of Swords. I have one more for the King of Swords. Oop. So I'm also kind of feeling like for some of you, if this is a relationship, because we did have the Two of Cups, the Three of Swords here as well. If this is a relationship for some of you, I'm kind of feeling like, and this may not resonate for everyone, but what I'm hearing is there may have been some kind of connection with someone where maybe you weren't allowed to be with them. Like you weren't allowed, there was something about the connection that was not approved of, maybe from like your community or something like that. Cause I am kind of seeing that here. And maybe that caused like a separation and the inability to nurture or grow something that really had the potential for a lot of happiness and growth. Like we maybe had to walk away from the person or something like that. Because with the King of Swords here, I'm kind of seeing someone who really stands their ground, someone who trusts their mind, trusts their instincts, but also does a really good job with separating themselves from, other people's opinions. Like he just kind of has he just trusts his own mind and he doesn't need anybody else to validate whether he's right or wrong, or like no one can tell him like who to love and who not to love kind of thing. I feel like I'm getting that vibe here. So I feel like maybe there's like a relationship for some of you that's coming back around from the past, but seeing it in a different perspective now. We might have seen like we weren't allowed to be with someone in the past because of the disapproval of our family or community. And now it's like we go through all these experiences and either you or someone that you're dealing with realizes, where they feel like, maybe it was a mistake, like there was a sense of regret or a sense of loss or a sense of like something is missing, and that missing was this other person, this connection that we abandoned because it was not okay. It was not approved of from the community. And now it's kind of like you go through these experiences and you realize that wisdom that it's not worth it if you're not with someone that you truly, truly love. And so now there's like a second chance, but there's like kind of doing it right this time around. So that may resonate for some of you. It may not resonate for everyone who's not really looking for a relationship, but I did feel that message coming in where it's like not wanting to break away, like breaking away from what the rest of the community thinks, or even what the rest of the world thinks. Like you be with who you want to be with and you love who you want to love. So I feel like it just makes it's almost like it's that simple, hard to do sometimes for certain circumstances, but it's that simple. It's like love is love. So I feel like that's definitely a message here. Yeah, see, we have the Judgment card. So the truth, like really honoring that truth and really seeing it for what it is, I feel like there's something simple about it. It is what it is. It's like you both love each other. That's it kind of thing. And I feel like kind of taking care of all of the, like sloughing off all the other reasons and the complicatedness of life and maybe even other people's opinions and stuff is starting to just dismantle and seeing something for like the true gold underneath and just letting that be enough. So there's like a judgment call here. This is its truth, you know, and being able to really tap into that truth and own it and not really allow yourself to be swayed either way. And I feel like following that truth is going to lead to a lot of happiness and fulfillment. It's going to be that thing that we feel like is missing. I feel like it's going to first start with you honoring yourself because we have that 9 of Cups here and 9 of Pentacles. So it starts off with you, or this may be something that you've already have gone through, but first you kind of giving yourself the things that you've always wanted in your life. And that will essentially kind of attract this missing cup, you know, that last piece to your fulfillment, which is maybe a relationship or a connection with someone that is kind of coming back around, it feels like. And we did have the 6 of Cups, so that does symbolize relationships from the past as well. Can you have one more for the Judgment? Yeah, the Emperor, beautiful. So taking command, control over your life, over your empire kind of thing, like you really stepping into a leadership position in your own life and speaking your truth and being empowered. So that's really beautiful. It's a very empowering reading. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Swords. I want to just clarify that. I need to know about the 10 of Swords for Capricorn. Yeah, I feel like you're putting an end to something toxic, something that felt very toxic. And I feel like it has a lot to do with people's opinions almost. Queen of Swords. Yeah, see, it's like, I love this, you know, with the 10 of Swords, I kind of feel like, see, this is everybody else's opinions, everybody else's thoughts, what they think you should do and how you should do it. And the Queen of Swords comes in and she's like really independent. She is very observant as well. And I love that we have the King of Swords here as well. So I feel like right now you're in this space of being able to separate between you and other people that we may have felt very, very attached to or connected to, or kind of feel like we had to take on what they thought, like we had to include that. I feel like you're coming into this place where like you don't have to. You're starting to see, I don't have to agree or take on other people's opinions if I don't agree with them, especially if they're not sitting right with me. And I feel like you're taking that bold stand, like you're taking this strong, empowered stand and be like, this is what I believe and this is what I want for my life. And I'm not going to really let anybody, you know, like sway me in either direction. I want to do what I want to do kind of thing. So very beautiful, Capricorn. All right, let's go into some oracle cards here. Okay, what's a challenge for Capricorn this week? Wow, beautiful. I feel like there's a reunion or something. There's some kind of reunion happening. It could be happening first on an energetic level. This is in your challenge position too. So I feel like there's a reunion wanting to happen. There's some kind of, you know, joining together. But I feel as though there's some things in the way that you may feel like is blocking that reunion. And I feel like those are the things that are kind of coming up here for you. So that inner work, that healing work that you're processing through and seeing things in a different light is going to bring about that reunion. And I'm not seeing challenge as in this is in your challenge position, this card, but I'm not seeing that in like, it's what you're up against kind of thing. You know, it's like what you're dealing with right now. It doesn't mean that you're going to have, you're not going to be able to overcome it. It's something that you are, it's the challenge that's in front of you. Okay. What is something positive for Capricorn? Your cards just keep falling. Okay. Protecting treasure. Yeah. So again, discernment, setting boundaries. I feel like there's like a jewel of nugget of wisdom and insight that you're going to keep to yourself this week, because you may feel like other people just may not get it, or they may not agree, and sometimes that disagreement can sometimes be disempowering or confusing especially if we kind of share something new and we feel as though the people around us don't want us to have that truth. They want us to disown that truth. So I feel like this week you're just going to keep things to yourself. Yeah. And then sacred pool. And I think that that's actually going to give you space to really enjoy your life. I feel like you're going to be much more relaxed. I think something about setting your boundaries this week is going to help you feel really relaxed, like not having to share, like dropping the burden of having to share things with people you really don't want to share things with is going to give you this sense of like space and freedom that maybe you've been craving. Okay. And let's do one more from Saints and Angels. Messages from your angels for Capricorn. Love. Yeah. See, love is love. And I feel like you're really stepping into that energy. I feel like you're embodying love as well. So however love is playing a role in your life this week, I feel like everything that you're kind of facing and everything that's being presented to you all has some kind of basis, some kind of undertone of this frequency of love. What is love about? Do I feel loved? Is there something about, my childhood? Is there something about a connection or relationship? I feel like this is all about how we look at love and what that means for us. Do we feel like we have enough of it? Do we need more of it? And how can we embody it more? So love is going to be the theme for you this week. It's going and in all areas, that applies whether you want a relationship or not, because it spans beyond that. So love. Beautiful Capricorn. I hope this reading resonated. And if it did, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you for next week. Bye, Capricorn.